All right, welcome back to Modern Day MMA. This is your host, Chris Meyer, and with me, as always, is my co-host, Kael Meyer. This week, we're going to be recapping the UFC Barboza versus Chikadze fight night from last Saturday night. And then a little later on, we'll talk about the Derek Brunson versus Darren Till fight night from, what is that, September 4th, I guess, coming up in a few days here. How are you doing, Kael? Did you catch the Barboza Chikadze card there?
Yeah, yeah, watched pretty sure the entire card. No, that's a lie. I started with Dustin Jacoby,
Oh,
knocking
yes.
out Darren Stewart. And I bet on him to win. I picked 5 out of 6 or 4 out of 5. I can't remember. Fights
Yeah.
right. It's pretty stoked on that.
Yeah, I think I
Um,
got which one did I pick wrong? I picked the fuck, I don't remember. Oh yeah, I took Jamal Emmers and he got choked out in round 1 against Sabatini,
mhm.
but I got all my other picks right. It's a good
Yeah,
week.
I can't believe I picked Gerald Mearshart.
You just had some money left over?
Yeah, exactly. I think he was $5 or whatever.
Yeah, man, he
And
hit big. And the other $5 one, I took Abdul Razak Al Hassan. He was only $5 and he got me a shitload of points.
yeah, yeah, the Gerald fight, man. He got the shit. He got like hurt so many times.
They both did though.
Yeah, but at the beginning of the fight, it was all Mahmoud, Mahmoud
Makhmedov,
Makhmudov.
Meredov? Yeah.
It was all him at the beginning, and then Gerald started coming around. Um, but yeah, it was pretty scary there for a while.
He's got the most submissions in MM or middleweight history.
That's pretty wild,
That is wild.
you know.
That's a
He,
cool record to have because that's going to be a hard one to break, right? Like especially if he gets another few to really top it off.
yeah, like I don't even think he's that old. How old is he?
34 maybe.
34.
If
Yeah,
I
he's
had to
33.
yeah.
Yeah, he's just got to work on that head movement.
Yeah.
Uh,
He's looked good since Hamzat dusted him.
yeah. Well, didn't he get dusted one more time after that? Or was that
Did
right
he?
before?
No, I think he's won since then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Did you I mean Sam
Interesting.
Alvey has now not won a fight in 7 fights.
Yeah, I'm surprised even with the 2 points, he was pissed up over that decision too. Pissed.
I mean, he got his ass whooped.
Yeah, he did. But with the 2 points taken away, it should have been, it was close.
Yeah, it should have been a draw or
It should have been
something.
a draw
Like
maybe. But I mean, the right guy won, so whatever. Um, yeah, cut him.
I I think it's so funny. Dana's talking about cutting Kevin Lee, and he's just keeping Sam Alvey around. I think it's because Sam Alvey's like anti-union, right?
Is he?
Yeah, he's just like I'm gonna be the next Conor McGregor, so I don't want a union holding me back. And I'm like, but
You need the union more than anybody else.
yeah, I was like, you should want a union.
Yeah, that's so crazy. He's lost 7 in a row.
No, he had a draw.
Oh, okay. Good,
Yeah,
good.
don't don't harp on him.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, it was a split decision, I guess. And
yeah.
but I mean, I guess like with 2 points, I don't know. I think it should have been more than that.
Fuck,
Like
man. You seen Turman going after him once he got those 2 points taken away. He's like, all right, time to kick this shit into high gear.
yeah, um, yeah. Well,
Oh,
you
that
kick a
that
dude.
fucking that Al Hassan knockout. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Why did he do that? I didn't even really see a fake to make him want to put his head down like that. I didn't really see that. I kept watching the replay and I was like, why did he do that? He
duck
like he
into it.
like yeah, he just kind of he I think he just over I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. He just
Extended
like
himself.
overexerted his movement. He just moved too much and I don't know. To me it just looked weird. It didn't look like Abdul set that kick up. It looked like he just kind of like put his head down and he fucking booted him in the face. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that
it
guy,
was a rough one.
he's still concussed for sure. That was a savage head kick.
Yeah, it was funny. I was talking to a buddy of mine about how, because it was, who was the guy that Alessio Di Carico just knocked out?
He
Um,
just fucked up.
the guy who knocked out Impa Sangane with that turning kick where he caught his
Yeah,
foot and
yeah,
then,
yeah. It
yeah,
was
yeah. So he
Joaquin
knocked,
Buckley.
yeah, Joaquin Buckley. So
Joaquin
Joaquin, um,
Joaquin.
he fucking, what did he do there? Yeah, he knocked out Impa Sangane with a vicious kick, and then Di Carico knocked out um, Joaquin with a giant kick to the face too, and then this one here. So it's just been like whoever wins by knockout must get knocked out by a head kick the same way.
Yeah,
So I'm really
yeah.
interested to see Al Hassan's next fight, just to see if he gets absolutely sent to the
Just
shadow
get.
realm.
Yeah, yeah. No doubt. Um, that was a tough one to watch. But, couldn't have been more flush.
The thud was quite loud.
Yeah, I mean that's when you have like most of the power is right when your foot's coming up. You don't really. I mean, I guess if you catch somebody at the end of your kick, but man, that's a bat to the face. Um, what else? You know what was actually cool was that both fights from the I didn't even know that it was the what was it? The finales? The fuck is it called? You know what I'm
The
talking
Ultimate
about?
Fighter.
Yeah, the Ultimate Fighter finales. I didn't even know that was happening tonight. And
Yeah, that's why those guys looked so amateur.
yeah, I was like, why are these guys before Kevin Lee? And then it was obviously the finals for both 185 and 135.
That was a
And
banger though.
dude, those fights, like both of those fights, you could tell the guys really wanted it. Like really, really wanted that win.
Yeah.
It was just kind of cool,
Ricky
making
Turquoise.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I picked him.
I mean, both
And
guys.
then
That Brady
I
kid,
know
he's only 22 years old.
I know I took Brian Battle. He was getting his ass whipped in the beginning though.
Oh yeah, he was getting fucked up.
He had to come back, and then I was like, oh well, I fucked up, and then all of a sudden he turns it around.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, his haircut was atrocious.
oh, just horrendous. Yeah,
Horrendous.
yeah, almost as bad as Kevin Lee's.
Yeah. Kevin
As
Lee,
bad.
man. What do you do with that guy?
Well,
Like, what do you do with him?
I think that he's just a regular, like 15, 16 ranked fringe top ranked fighter, right? Like that's just
Yeah.
what he is. He peaked early. He peaked when he was young, you know, and he just hasn't adapted, I don't think. His footwork is bad. Um, he's
He's
always
also a
putting himself in
tweener,
the wrong.
you
He's,
know?
I mean, I guess he is, but I think that he should. Um, I think he should fight at 155, and I think that he should just, like start eating less calories. I guess I don't know. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to be cutting too much weight, but the weight class is a shitty one to be between. But I don't see him competing with the top of either fighting guys just on a skill level, not based on size or anything. So
Yeah.
I think that that's his
Yeah.
main problem. I think it's his skills. His conditioning has always been trash. He's gassed after the first round. He didn't land any ground and pound when he took Rodriguez down. He did land a few takedowns, which is nice, but he didn't do anything with them. He just
Yeah.
held on and tried to
And
stall. And
D-Rod didn't really seem to know exactly what to do to get back up. Like he looked kind of
no,
amateur on the ground too, like laying flat on his back. Just didn't
yeah,
really know, like didn't look high level anyways, on the
no,
ground.
and
So
he did have a size advantage. I'll give him that. D Rod looked like a fucking monster in there. He's big,
yeah.
but I just I don't know. Kevin's striking looked really boxy, like really stiff, and the way he throws punches just doesn't seem fluid. Um, I don't know.
Yeah, everything's pretty labored. He
It
doesn't.
seems labored. Yeah, he looks like maybe that's what's gassing him out. Like he just throws punches at awkward ways, and they don't seem to be very fast. Like they seem like labored. Um,
Yeah.
and I think his footwork, like he got caught out of position so many times in that fight. Um,
Hmm.
his footwork is horrendous. But
Yeah, he definitely can't fight at 170 though. He's always been like a guy that's just going to try and bully you around with his strength. So it's just not going to work at 170. It's just not. It's not going to happen. He
no,
needs to fight at 155, and I don't know. He had Faraz in his corner, so obviously he's been training with Faraz.
no, he didn't. He did Zoom meetings with Faraz, and then Faraz met him for the training week or the
Oh,
camp,
really?
the fight week. Yeah. No, he didn't go to Montreal because Montreal's locked down. You're not allowed to train. You're not allowed to do fucking anything in Canada.
Yeah, don't move here, people. It's fucking trash.
Yeah, definitely don't move here. I'm trying to get out.
Yeah, we're trying to get out. Might not be possible soon. Yeah, I don't know what you do with Kevin, man. I mean, the guy can. I still want to tune in to see him fight, because it's fucking hilarious. But I don't know. Like you think back to the Edson performance, that was pretty fucking good. Not a lot of people have been able to do that to Edson Barboza.
No, but
Um,
Edson also has been susceptible to pressure. Um,
well, yeah, but it was pretty dominating. Like you can't take that performance away from him. Is what I'm saying. It
no,
was a good
and no,
performance.
you're right. But also look at who Edson Barbosa's fought. Has he ever fought any wrestlers other than Habib who did the same thing?
Yeah, but I thought Kevin did it more dominatingly than Khabib did.
Other than the fact that he was on Queer Street after he took that heel kick.
Well, yeah. I mean, that
Hey
would
man,
knock out
his
a
chicken
horse.
dance, the way he does a chicken dance without moving his head, like he just stays in one spot, but his legs are just doing the shimmy. It's so
Yeah.
funny. He did it again with D Rod this in the third round or second round again, a
Hmm.
little bit.
Yeah.
Props to Kevin for staying in there actually, because I thought after he got hurt, I thought he was gonna get finished. I was like, oh
I
well,
thought he was just
here's
gonna fold.
here's where he wilts,
Here's
and he
my
didn't.
out. Yeah.
So
Yeah. I
yeah,
don't think he should be cut quite yet. I think that's a little hasty.
I think it's his purse.
Oh,
Right? He
he gets
probably
paid a
gets
lot.
paid decently. I mean, not good, but he probably gets
Yeah.
paid well for what Dana likes.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Huh.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's a tough scenario, right? Because it sucks if you peak early, right? You get some big wings, you get a big contract, and then you lose. Well, they're gonna get
Even
rid of
Cal.
you as soon as they can. Because
Yeah.
they got these contender series guys doing co-main and then the second co-main for fucking 6 and 6 or whatever they're getting paid, right?
Yeah.
So what is it, 12 and 12?
Yeah.
They win that
Give.
$100,000 contract, but it's like 6 fights.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, thanks.
Give Kevin that fucking Donald Cerrone fight at 55. That'll get him back in the mix. You know.
I don't know. I don't see Kevin beating anybody ranked at lightweight. I mean, other than Gregor Gillespie, because he already beat him. But I mean, I guess maybe he could beat. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a tough. It's tough. Tough division. Tony
He
Ferguson,
could
maybe.
maybe beat me, maybe beat Ferreira,
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, yeah. But I
but
don't think he beats Brad Riddell, Fazeev, Saryukian, Moises. I don't think he beats Connor. I mean, he could beat. No, he ain't gonna beat Connor.
no,
Because I
no,
mean,
Connor would fucking stiffen him up real
I was
fast.
gonna say he could outlast him. He could outlast him, and I was like, who's got a worse gas tank than Connor?
Yeah,
Kevin Lee.
I'd almost argue that Kevin Lee does.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I don't know, but
Has
yeah,
Kevin Lee
poor
ever
guy.
gone to 5 rounds? He
I
went to
thought he
round
did
four
with
against RDA, right?
Ali Quinta. Didn't he do 5 rounds
He
or
did,
three
yeah.
rounds? Maybe those three.
No, it was a main event, wasn't it?
Yeah. Where the fuck is Ali Quinta?
Yaquinta. He's selling houses.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Yaquinta beat him in a 5 round decision,
Hmm.
and then he beat Edson in round 5,
Edson.
and then he lost to RDA round 4. So like, why can't he consistently fight late? Because he didn't gas out in the Yaquinta fight, did he? Not really.
He just seems so hyped up at the beat. Like he just can't. He seems so fucking ready to go at the beginning of the fight, and he just it's kind of amateur. Like dude, you're gonna be in there for a long time. Like maybe like I don't know. I don't know. But like in his punches at the beginning of the rounds, man, he just always looks like he's putting everything into them at all times.
and then
And
just
it's like, it doesn't
gets
matter who
tired.
you are. You can't do that.
No.
What other fights stuck out on the card? Obviously, the main event. Um,
Yeah, the main event actually was um not bad. I mean, it was a good fight. The first round was exciting. Second round too, but Giga just kind of pulled ahead and was more accurate with his shots. Um,
mhm.
he's a good striker.
He's fast.
He made some
It's
nice
weird. It's
adjustments
weird
too.
when a guy makes Edson look slow. You know,
Yeah, yeah, because Edson was fast,
Edson's fast.
and
Um,
but yeah, he landed 50% of his significant strikes, 55% of the total strikes. Um, he was aggressive when he needed to. He started feinting before he would throw his left body kick because Edson was blocking it so well.
mhm.
And he did that after somewhere in the first round or second round. He found that adjustment and started landing it. Um, yeah,
Edson
he's
was kind
good.
of hurting his calves. I thought he should have kept up with those calf kicks. It was
Yeah.
really starting to. He didn't like it.
No,
Giga.
no. I mean Edson. There's only a couple guys with better kicks than he does, if any, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was impressive. I mean, it's sad to see Edson lose, but I kind of figured Giga was going to be, he's younger, he's more hungry, he doesn't have the damage or the mileage on him. And
Yeah.
he's looked pretty good recently. He got another finish.
He's not that
Um,
young though.
you think it
You
was
know,
early,
the finish.
like a little bit?
Didn't Edson fall like 2 or 3 times in a row?
I think he fell,
He
and
like
then he,
fell once and then fell twice, almost the same way.
yeah. I mean, he got up right away. So, but yeah, I mean, the
Yeah.
fight was over.
Yeah, probably. It was still a minute 44 left or a minute 44 in. I don't know. Either way, he
Minute 44 in.
I just wanted to see Edson get a fucking title shot, you know?
Yeah,
How
it doesn't
cool would
seem
it
like
be
it's
to
going to
see him
happen.
fight? No, probably not.
This
I
was
think
his
it could have
chance, right?
happened
If he would
had
have
he
won
been
this
at
fight,
featherweight his whole career,
yeah.
you
How has
know?
Edson Barboza not had a title shot?
Like think about like, back in like his kind of prime and when he was coming up and think of the guys that were in the featherweight division at the same time. I think he could have tuned up a lot of those guys, man.
I wonder what he would have done against Prime Jose Aldo.
That would have been a crazy fight.
Hmm.
Who the fuck knows? You know? Yeah, that's like it's just such a shame because I didn't know that. Like a lot of the guys who was saying that when he fought at 55, he weighed the same as what he weighed in at when he would fight. He fought at 155 pounds.
Hmm.
Like I don't remember him ever looking super outsized, but he looks like he should have been fighting at 145 his whole career.
He probably should have been. I mean, 135 was never as stacked as 155.
Yeah.
Um, I'm looking at his losses in the UFC, and some of them stand out. Right, he got knocked out by Jamie Varner. Um, he lost to Michael Johnson. He lost to Donald Cerrone, Tony Ferguson, Habib, Kevin Lee, Gaethje, Felder, and Dan Ige, or Gaethje and Felder, and then he went down to featherweight. I mean,
Yeah. He
how
started
fucking
getting,
go ahead.
like he was always a little chinny, not chinny, but he would get knocked out at 55. I don't think he would have been knocked out near as much had he fought at 45,
Probably not, but he also would
you
have been
know.
cutting more weight, if any.
But he's looked pretty durable since dropping down, you know. Yeah. What a shame.
He
Oh
has,
well.
yeah, you're right. Um,
What are you gonna do?
he, yeah, I mean, he had some good wins, right? He beat Anthony Pettis, he beat Paul Felder, um, beat Bobby Green, Evan Downham. Yeah, lots of guys from the olden days and shit. I remember him getting dropped with a jab from Donald Cerrone though,
Yeah,
and then
that
and
hurt.
then choked out.
That hurt.
Yeah, I was surprised at his performance against Kevin Lee. I mean, Kevin Lee did miss weight for that fight, but still
Yeah.
dominant. You're right. It was
Dominant.
very dominant, and it was the fight after he went straight from Habib to Kevin Lee.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine just getting smashed for like 8 rounds straight, viciously
Oh,
like that? Oh
that would suck.
God, that'll
And
just
then
make
like
you want to.
Edson being so close to finishing him, like he was so hurt with that fucking kick.
Yeah, yeah. Kevin
Oh,
Lee, like I said, man. I mean, his feet are doing the chicken dance, but he was actually pretty well there. He got a takedown immediately.
it's crazy that he was able to get that takedown. Crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, what's coming up this weekend? Fights we got here.
Another filler card until the next pay per view.
Patty Pimblett.
Man, I love how Anthony Smith is fighting in a main event again.
Really?
Yeah.
God, man. Their
Can't
fucking
finish me.
cards have been shit.
Can't finish me.
At
Yeah, it's
least
no
this
good.
pay-per-view is looking all right, but even then it's like meh. It's not even that good actually. I take that back.
Which one?
There's some good
266?
fights on the prelims.
Yeah, 267 stacked, and 268's pretty fucking legit too. But I noticed that they're doing that more and more. With all these fight nights, they're giving you one or two fucking names, and then it's just all Ultimate Fighter guys or fucking Dana White Contender Series fights.
Yeah,
And then pay per views have some names.
there's so many fighters that just don't really fight as much anymore.
It's just becoming boxing.
Like, where is everybody? When's the last time? I just feel like there's so many fighters that I haven't seen fight in such a long time.
Yeah, Volkanovski hasn't fought in a long time.
Yeah.
They'll be fighting soon. I'm just looking at all the lists of like the top 10 for each division.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Peter Yan, yeah, Dillashaw. I don't know.
Ah,
I mean, guys are fighting.
I always get sad when I think like we'll never see Khabib fight again. You know,
Yeah, probably not.
that's such a bummer.
It is a bummer because I feel like he didn't reach his potential.
No, no.
I mean,
Or
I
maybe
always
that
talk.
was his peak right there. That last fight. Maybe that was his peak.
Well, it probably was. Well, it obviously was. It was his most dominant, best performance, I would say,
Yeah.
or one of them. And I think that, I mean, it's best to be left wanting more, but I feel like with a couple of more wins, he could have solidified himself as the greatest of all time. But as
Yeah.
far as I'm concerned, he didn't have enough fights. He wasn't dominant enough for long enough. Um, I mean, you look at his resume, and the last fights, his last 4 or 5 fights were really good, and before that, it's nothing special. I mean, he
Yeah.
was dominant as hell, but he only beat 4 like really good fighters.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about this at nauseum,
Yeah, I guess
but yeah, no, I agree. It's just a bummer. I want to see the guy fight.
it's tough out there.
When are Michael Chandler and Eddie Alvarez fighting? That's an exciting fight.
Michael Chandler and Eddie Alvarez.
Yeah, aren't they scheduled to fight?
Michael Chandler and Justin Gaethje.
Did I say Eddie Alvarez?
You just said it twice.
I did.
They
Justin
fought twice
Gaethje.
already. They fought
Yeah,
twice already.
yeah. Um,
That is a
I
banger.
get those all confused like so easily.
Yeah. Yeah, they said that they're giving out exemptions for fighters for the pay-per-view in New York, so you don't have to get your vaccine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Michael Chandler said he's like, well, I'm not fighting in New York because I'm not going to have a vaccine by then. So
Yeah.
yeah, but
It's
they're like,
FDA
oh no,
approved, bud. Just get it.
yeah.
Well, frick. Wait, what about Charles Oliveira? When the fuck is he fighting?
And who is he fighting?
Oh, Dustin Poirier, right? He's got to be fighting Dustin.
Is he?
Yeah.
I mean, Poirier didn't. He's calling out fucking Nate Diaz.
He'll fight for the belt. I mean, how do you not? It's there. Everybody
Yeah, but
knows that
it's
you're the
easy to
guy.
fight for if you beat Nate Diaz, which he is almost like. I mean, Poirier is going to beat Nate Diaz,
Yeah. No, I know.
so might as well just get fucking paid and then fight for the title.
Or fight for the title and then call Nate out.
I don't think they can give Nate
I
off of
think
how.
if you win the belt and then you start fighting every time for the belt, I think you're going to make more money than if you fight Nate Diaz.
Yeah, but how many times can he defend the belt?
Well, if he loses, then he just fights Nate Diaz then. That Nate
Yeah, but
Diaz fight is always there. You don't know what's
it's
going to like if he fights Nate, they're going to give it to someone else.
yeah, and then he fights that guy.
No. We know how the UFC works. That doesn't work like that.
I think if Poirier wanted to, he could take time off, fight Nate Diaz, come back, fight for the title.
Not if he loses. What if he lost? That title
Ah,
fight's gone.
that's not a world I want to live in. You got Nate Diaz fucking beating Poirier. Ugh.
Ugh.
I mean, he's already beat him once, right?
Um, Kamaru. Oh wait, Justin Gaethje, Michael Chandler, UFC 268.
Yeah, the one in New York.
Yeah, Sean Strickland versus Luke Cockhold. Oh, that's a sick fight.
I'm surprised that Rockhold's taken that fight
I think that he thinks he can control him.
on the ground.
Yeah,
Well, hopefully.
hopefully, because if you stand and bang with him, you're going to bed.
Sleep, sleep.
Sleep. Their fucking picture of Justin Gaethje is him with the belt on his shoulder.
Oh, that fake ass one.
Yeah,
Like the fake ass picture where he looks really weird.
yeah. He probably hates that more than we do.
Or him having a belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Colby versus fucking Usman. Oh, yes. I'm so excited for this card. Look at this card.
Yeah, bro. I told you. Legitness.
Rose versus. Wait. When did this get announced? They're redoing this fight?
Yeah, man.
Why the fuck is she getting an immediate rematch?
I don't know. Carla Esparza's so pissed.
I'm surprised by that.
I'm not. They're not going to give Carla Esparza a chance. She's nobody.
Isn't there somebody else up there, though?
No. Women's
No?
women's MMA is a barren wasteland of dominant champions and number one contenders that have already been beat twice.
You gotta fucking fight Mackenzie Dern. Big fat Dern.
Big Matt Dern.
I mean,
What
she's got to
division
be.
is that? Is that women's strawweight?
Yeah.
Yeah, Big Mac should fight Carla. That's a good fight because Mackenzie Dern has good jiu-jitsu and Carla's a really good wrestler. So I like that fight.
Yeah. All right. I guess it makes a little more sense now. I thought there was somebody else that was knocking at the door.
Not really. Marina Rodriguez just lost, I think. Yan Xiaonan won, but it was against who did she beat? I don't remember. But yeah, nobody's like, I don't know.
Huh.
I mean, Carla Esparza should probably get it. She just beat. Who did Carla Esparza just beat? I don't remember. Yeah, she beat Xiaonan.
Zhano.
Yeah, just fucking murked her.
Poor
She
girl.
got like 240 points in the that fantasy league because she had like 8 minutes of control time and then landed like 250 strikes and then won by finish and got performance of the night bonus. So she just
Yeah.
crushed it.
All right. Let's talk about this card coming up, eh?
Oh, yeah, she beat Rodriguez too. She beat Marina Rodriguez. Man, Carlos Esparza should get the shot. I hate this fucking instant rematches shit because like Zhang didn't even defend the damn belt. Why are you getting a rematch?
Yeah. No, I agree. That's what I was saying. It seems weird.
No, I know. I know. Like UFC just fucking does that shit all the time. They're so short sighted, right? They're just
It's
like,
a
all
big
right,
fight.
who can we make the biggest fight tomorrow, right? It's just like, well, why don't you fucking let the division go like it's supposed to go, right?
I think it's just so hard to plan long term because so many things happen. Injuries, this, that, the other.
No, you don't plan long term, but this is very short term thinking because if Zhang Wei Li loses, right? So now she's lost to Rose twice, and Joanna's lost to Rose twice.
Yeah, but
So
by the
now
time
you're
that fight happens, there's going to be a clear cut number one.
Yeah, but I'm just saying now you have the two because it's clearly 1, 2, and 3 are Rose, Zhang Weili, and Joanna, right? So
Yeah.
you got 1, 2, 3, and then everyone else, but the top two can't get another title shot because they've lost to the champion twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just kind of
Well,
stalls out divisions, right?
I mean, Dern and someone's going to fight for a number one contender shot. And then maybe somebody else makes their way up in the meantime.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. How is Claudia Gadelia ranked number 8 still?
He's hot.
Oh, okay. All right.
Why
What
not?
else we got? Should we talk about the real sweet prelims that are next week?
No, I don't want to talk about them.
Molly McCann? No.
Let's see. So,
Charles Jourdain's fighting. He's legit versus Julian Erosa. I like that fight. Yeah, Air Jourdain.
yeah, that guy's exciting to watch, actually.
Yeah, man. He knocked out Marcelo Rojo last, and then he had that close fight with Andre Fili too.
That Jonathan Martinez guy is pretty tough. I like
Yeah,
watching
who
him
did he fight? Who did he fight in his last fight? He won by knockout, and then he got knocked out.
Yeah, he got knocked out by Davy Grant.
Was it Davy Grant? Okay.
But
That
he
was
knocked out
surprising.
Frankie Sens before that.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, what do you want to talk? I mean, Paddy Pimblett's making his debut finally against Luigi Vendramini.
Okay, I was watching that guy's highlights and like, what's the deal with Paddy Pimblett?
He's English.
And
That's it.
he didn't look that good.
No, they get one prospect every 5 years, so they just hype the shit out of him. The last one was Darren Till, and then this one's Paddy Pimblett.
Darren Till is fucking good.
Okay.
How
I never
dare
said he
you.
wasn't good. I just like I said, they only get one prospect and they hype the shit out of him, and it's either he works out or he doesn't, right?
16-3, eh? How padded is that fucking record?
Yeah. Yeah, who knows? I mean, with these guys, like, yeah, Patty the Baddie. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, the co-main event looks cool. Alex Morano's fighting David Zawada. Before that,
Khalil Modestas Bukakas is fighting Khalil, your boy.
Nah, he's not my boy anymore.
Bangkok ready.
He's lost too many times. I've lost interest.
I only support winning fighters.
Exactly.
I thought he retired.
Unless you're Mike Perry, then I'll literally support you every fucking fight.
Who does he fight? Oh yeah, he fought that Prochnio guy in January.
Yeah, he's been fucked up.
And then just got held down, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just working on only striking. Love to see it. Yeah, Alex Morano versus David Zawada. Don't know who that is.
No.
Modestas Bukakas is gonna finish Roundtree.
How the fuck do you figure that?
Because.
Yeah, he probably will.
I don't know. I mean, I just like the name Modestas Bukakas.
Who do you think's gonna win out of Sergey and Tom?
Aspinall?
Yeah.
I mean, I think Tom's gonna win. I think he hits hard. He's shown a decent ground game. He's got a lot. Is he from England too?
I think he's Darren Till's training partner.
Yeah, he is. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. He looked good in his last fight. He's aggressive. He hits hard. He's been training jiu-jitsu like his whole life. He's really big.
Submitted Andre.
Yeah.
In the last fight.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a weird submission too. I can't remember what happened, but he's looked
two
good.
2 KOs before that.
Yeah. He hasn't fought anyone really that good yet. I mean, Andre's good, but also not good, you know?
Well, it's like a good
old, right?
It's a good gauge to know where you're at.
Right, yeah. I mean, I think Aspinall's probably going to finish Spivak. He'll probably choke him out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's minus 300 favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's next? Darren Till?
Yeah, we've got Darren Till in the main event against Derek Brunson. Hot take, Derek Brunson's going to beat him.
Yeah. Wait, what? No. Don't get me wrong. He's looked better. Derek Brunson. Looked more patient, but I think Darren is just steps ahead, man. I don't think
Steps?
yeah, I think he's steps ahead. Like Derek, he's not going to be able to get him down. That much I know. And if he does get him down, he's not going to be able to hold him down. And then I guess he can obviously catch him with a punch, but he's honestly what's also happened is that because he's gotten less wild, I don't think you're going to see as many knockout wins from Brunson
Yeah,
because
he
he's
doesn't
gotten a
rush
lot
in,
more.
chin up.
Yeah, which sometimes worked, most of the time not.
Yeah. I mean, it
But
worked
that
against
also means he's
Machida.
not going to get those KOs.
How the fuck did he knock out Machida?
I know, right? Isn't that crazy?
You predicted that too. I remember that. And I was just like, you're fucked. And then he just knocks out my boy.
That was a total fluke. I didn't know what I was talking about.
Oh, yeah. No, I
But
know. You had no idea, but still, you
yeah,
called it.
I called it.
You did.
Um, yeah, I don't see a way. Obviously, he can knock him out, but I don't really see him like winning a decision. You know,
I
like
don't think
look at the
Darren.
close battle between Darren and Robert Whitaker, and then look what Robert's done to everyone else. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, but that wasn't, it was a different style of fight, though. But yeah, I do think that Derek Brunson's, like, his striking is, not up to par with Darren Till's, and I think his gas tank. He's probably gonna have gas tank problems when he tries to spam takedowns for 5 rounds, right? I just don't see. I mean, Kevin Holland almost finished him, and his takedown defense is horrendous. So I think Darren Till's probably going to be able to keep it on the feet. There might be a lot of clinch work in the first round or two, but I think Darren Till's going to find the mark with his left hand and probably finish Derek Brunson round two. We'll say round two.
Yeah,
No, a little later, round three.
round two. Yeah, I'm gonna pick round two TKO for Darren. Who was
Yeah,
he scheduled to fight? Who was? Oh, it was Marvin versus
Marv.
Darren. Ah, I would have loved to see that fight.
I think Marv. Yeah, Marv didn't look good in his last fight. His last two fights, really.
Yeah, Marvin is fighting Paulo.
They're supposed to be. I love how Paulo's still hanging on that fucking red wine.
Yeah.
It's so, I mean, you might as well, right? Just fucking hold on to her.
Uh, watch that be like the defining fight of his career. Like watch him just never rise to the top again. Fuck, I hope not. But
Who? Till?
Paulo, like watch him just like never really rise to the top after being beat by Izzy like that.
I mean,
Like
yeah,
him and fought forever.
who's the best win on his resume?
Um, who did he fuck up?
Yoel Romero?
Yeah, Yoel Romero's his best
L-
one.
A lot of people thought he lost that fight too.
Yeah, it was close.
So then who? Like Johnny Hendricks?
Yeah, he's just so fucking big.
Uriah Hall? Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe he just worked his way to a title shot by, being aggressive and big, and because he doesn't hit overly hard.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I mean, he doesn't have a lot of knockout finishes. I mean, right? Like he did. You know what? His fight against Uriah Hall was pretty impressive.
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
But the thing is, you never know what Uriah Hall you're going to get, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. No, he definitely, I mean, he's good and he hits hard, but yeah, yeah. He does have a good chin too. Well, he used to. Who knows?
Him and Marvin will be a good fight. Two
Marv.
blockheads
I can't
just
wait for the
running at each other.
I can't wait for like the stare downs in the interviews. Oh, it'll be so good.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
Marv just getting pissed off because he can't understand Paulo, and Paulo
Yeah.
just calling him a sexy boy or something.
Yeah.
Paulo's such a Chad, like the Brazilian Chad.
Yeah.
It's
Is he
so
just
funny.
working his way through that division?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
he's gonna.
definitely.
I hope Rob beats him, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah,
Maybe,
probably not.
but probably not.
At the end of the day, it's a fight, but yeah, I
Like
don't
what?
like his chances.
Like if you look at Rob's last 3 fights, what is he's obviously gotten sharp. He's gotten better, but he hasn't really changed his style. Like he hasn't done anything that I think is going to be like significant enough to start to just randomly beat Izzy on the feet. Maybe he works in some takedowns, but man, you got to know that Israel's working on that as we speak. Because everybody
Yeah.
thinks that's the hole in his game now, even though it's probably not. And
Well, I think it definitely is the hole in this game if there is a hole.
yeah, 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 it's a blemish.
I mean, I think that in order to be successful at the highest caliber, if you're going to beat a pure striker like that, or a guy that's probably 70% striking, we'll say, for example, you need to incorporate takedowns and wrestling to get him tired. He's not as used to wrestling as he is to striking. You're going to make him uncomfortable. You're going to make him think about other things. You have to do that.
Yeah,
Whether it's successful or not, it doesn't really matter because it's going to be successful just by making him think about other things, right? If you're feinting takedowns, he's going to be reactive to them, right? And even if you just try and do one takedown early in the round of every round, right? It's just going to at least make him think like, okay, I got to be ready to sprawl. Um, you
yeah.
know,
No, for sure he's got to mix
yeah,
it in. He's just got to. It can be such a double-edged sword because if you're not being successful and you're really fighting for them, then you're the guy that's getting tired.
yeah,
It's yeah, it's so shitty.
yeah, no, definitely.
He is by far the best 185er outside of Izzy. No arguing that.
Well, I mean, he just proved that he won 3 fights in a row.
Yeah, no doubt.
None of them finishes, but
Yeah,
that's the
beat the
thing, right?
fuck
I don't.
out of Kelvin. Beat the shit out of Jared Cannonier, and
Yeah,
then had a
he
close
did.
fight
Yeah,
with Darren, but still beat him.
yeah, it was pretty clear. I thought. Yeah, no, he's a super good fighter, but yeah, it's a tough task having Izzy in your division, right?
Yeah.
No one wants that shit.
Nope.
No.
So yeah, you're picking Darren, eh? Round 3. Sounds about right.
Yeah, I'll take him. Round 3. Why not? I don't have much faith in Derek Brunson, even though he has proven me wrong several times recently. But
Yeah. All right.
I'm not just gonna flip flop now.
Yeah.
My convictions are set. Yeah. All right. Well, you got anything else you want to get off your chest there?
Nah, let's wrap this shit up.
Wrap it up. All right. Thanks for listening, guys. Don't forget to leave us a 5-star review on your podcast platform or check us out on YouTube. Leave a like and subscribe for us. That'd be great. Tell a friend about it. Share the podcast episodes or whatever you want. This is episode 98 of the Modern Day MMA podcast, and we'll see you in 7 days.